Greetings everyone and welcome back to Project Highrise. It has been a little while since I've played this game, but it has now been released, so you can go over and purchase it on Steam. It's no longer in early access, it's a full release at this point, and to celebrate this, I thought we'd return for at least one more scenario. Now, looking through the scenarios, we have unlocked quite a number of them. And of them, I'm thinking Federal Center might be an interesting one because it presents a very different sort of experience than the ones we've played before. So, we unlocked this one by having completed the merchandise mart, which I think we did quite well. Yes, we got a gold star on that one. In this one, the government center in this city has become too small and crowded to deal effectively with the increasing needs of bureaucracy. It's become enough of a problem that the government is considering moving some of the offices to another city. The mayor is adamant that those jobs stay here. To that end, the city would like you to create a new government center. Because of the specific nature of this new building, you'll be limited to a select range of tenants. On the plus side, those tenants will be thronging to your new building in higher numbers than normal. Also, the mayor is granting you access to a special steel subsidy program that should drastically reduce the cost of floor construction. Hooray! Move my microphone. Sorry about that. Right, so the bronze completion goal is create an office space for 100 offices and 100 office workers and 25 legal offices. Largely legal, we have 50 law offices and have a daily revenue of 50,000 or more. And then regional offices attract the regional headquarters of a large government agency, attract a large office worker pool, and make a handsome daily profit. Very well. Right, well, first and foremost, let's check on what kind of contracts we have. We've got a contract for 5,500 called the Lobby Lobbyist. Take advantage of all the government functions transpiring behind these walls by welcoming a lobbyist to the building. Then, to accrue those benefits as swiftly as possible, build an expanded construction office. Okay, 500 up front, I accept. And this one for 2,000, a bit of variety. The city recently took a survey of commuters and a major gripe seemed to be the lack of diversity in food offerings. Can you help by adding a place that serves breakfast, a place that serves lunch, and a place that serves coffee? 500 up front, 1,500 on completion. Okay, both of those fairly easy. Oh, we've got, they've got to go down into the basement to get food. Man, that sucks. Ah, you little basement goblins, you. Though, interestingly, they've got the copy unit and the courier on the first floor. They're actually on the lobby floor. A little tiny lobby there. You know what? I don't think so, my friends. I think, given that I've got bonus items, let's have a look. Whomp. Is that a little bit swanky for a government building? Yeah, let's be honest with ourselves. That's way too swanky for a government building. No, you don't get that. Sorry. But these are basically pre-order bonuses, and we've got some really nice ones. We've got a fountain that's free. Doesn't give us any particular benefit, though, as a result. You know, it's just a free thing, so you don't get huge bonuses for having it there, which is just a shame. However, I do like all of these. You know what? Let's get rid of you. And I know I'm starting off as the way as I mean to go on, and that is by having plenty of art on this building. Get rid of these two. We will then, you know what? We'll go with these. There we go. And then I just want some indoor plants on either side, and I kind of like these ones more. There we go. That's quite nice. I think I like that. Yes. All right. So. Right, we need a a cafe that serves coffee. Alright, let's have a quick gander at this then. Now, do I have... I haven't got water on this floor, whereas this is going to need water. Okay. Joanne's Bakery, Mary's Bakery, and Cheryl's Bakery. I guess we're going with Mary's Bakery, because they will pay us the most money. Grease the wheels there. We'll also have a very small... plumbing setup, because I don't think we're really going to need much of it. We don't need to lay any pipes for this one because it's on the first basement floor, which has all of the pipes running through it anyway. Now then, we've got our electricity moving up. We're also we're losing a fair chunk per day that I'm not very happy with. Now, personally, I think there's quite a lot to be said about building out before you build up. So let's do that. How much space have we got over here? I'm gonna pause time for a second. Basically, I want to measure this out. So 1, 2, okay, 3, okay. Do we want to take this out a little bit further? I think we do, actually. Yes. So these are 4 tiles long. We'll have to expand that area a little bit. That'll be fine, though. I'll draw that out. However, I'm thinking we'll have just a little overhang there. Just for the artistic. Just for the sake of artistry. Put that there. That is pretty much okay. We can go a little bit further, though. Certainly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the same on both of these floors. Now, the ones over on this side, they're going to be quite far away, which is from the elevator, that is, which is a bit of a concern. Something that we don't really want. I could put another elevator here, but I mean, all of the traffic is going to be coming through on this side. There may be things that don't want to be next to the elevator, but I think those are few and far between, to be perfectly honest. That's going to pose a little bit of a problem for me. A little bit of a problem. I'm also going to expand this out just because I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're going to expand that out. Potential shop. So that's a heavy outlay before we even get to doing anything yet. But hopefully this is going to put us in a good position to expand. Now, it's going to take forever, unfortunately, for our workers to do this, because we've only got 2. Yeah. But there we are. We've already completed our first thing. We've got an extra 1,000. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. It's going to be ages before we can get that one. Have we got anything in so far as our contracts? No, we do not. That is a little bit of a shame. Since it costs me nothing to do this, I am going to go ahead and paint these walls in. And of course, I mean, come on. It's half the reason why you watch one of my Let's Plays is to see how I decorate stuff. Let's add in a little bit of lighting as well on either side. And then... it's a government office. Are they really going to fork out for that kind of swankiness? Are they really? I mean, I've no doubt that they would appreciate the art, but would they really pay for the art? I don't think they would. But I'm going to pretend, in this world which I control, that the government would be willing to pay for the art, knowing that any increase in the beauty of the work environment will be an increase in productivity of its staff. It's kind of like IT. IT doesn't directly make any business money. It acts as a modifying effect on the capacity of any other branch or any other role in the company to make money. It's one of the things I learned when I worked as IT in a solicitor's firm. They didn't really like the IT department until they started to work out that, oh, wait, this actually makes all of the other departments make a lot more money. Oh my lord, we will put them on the top of the office and they'll have nice computers and a nice open plan working environment. It'll be really, really swanky because, yeah, they affect everything else. And, yeah, I mean, you can't argue with the numbers once it's actually sat there. It's like, well, how much we earned before IT, how much we earned after IT. And I imagine the same is exactly true of art as well. Or at least it should be. Now then, let's start popping down some offices so that we can actually make a little bit more. Right, what kind of offices have we got? A law office? Really? You've got law mixed up with taxes? You're actually zigzagging them? Oh, you scallywags. There's no way that I can make that better. I'm not going to continue with that. You're having a laugh. Having a laugh, my friends. However, we are going to need all of these to be offices, so let's just start planning that out. At least for this floor or 2, there's just going to be lots of offices. And since we know that every office, absolutely everyone, without exception, wants electricity, we'll run the electricity out there. What they don't necessarily want is telephone. And in fact, we have no telephone capacity at the moment, so... right, accounting offices. Oh. Needs a greater variety of food rations. Well, you know, just as well that I've already accounted for that then, though that was rather fortuitous. Okay, so what we got here? We've got... Oh, that is Anne. No? Yes. Anne, who works at Red Bull Wraps. Very well. Ooh, rent is too high. We should be paying less. Getting more regulars. We'll have a look at that. Okay, well, food court restaurants. Downtown fast soups. There we are. Very well. They'll already be hooked up to electricity, which I'm happy about. And hopefully, once that gets built, we may be able to hire a couple more people. Enjoying your scratch there, Siri? My lord, sounds like a jackhammer's going off. How does that not hurt her foot? I have no idea. Right, accounting offices. Right, we're going to have you there. And, right, we're going to move out the telephone because we've got to actually set that up first. I guess I'll put the phone there. And we'll just click that in there. And how about you? We've got legal offices that require telephone? Good, we do. Okay, so telephone for you as well. And since I know I'm going to need a little bit more, I'll run that out at least that far. We'll go ahead and get you another one there. Accounting office. And no, you also need a telephone. Fantastic. We'll try and keep all of the telephone requiring offices next to this where we can. We're also then going to need more offices. I thought this thing said that we would have loads of offices all the time. Lies. Lies they were. What have we got there? It's just electricity. So that one... What's this one? That is... CPA, private investment. Okay, so accounting, you can go down here. There we go. And we will speed things up. We also need to decorate this, of course. Let's go ahead. I'll want a very large part of this to be this. And then we'll have that door there. And there. And there. Yes. And then we will have some seating. I just want furniture for this one, like these cupboards. There we are. There's a window plant. Well, actually, no. Free fountains! Oh, fountains on every single level. Forever. That's what I want. Okay, we're off to a fantastic start, in my opinion. We've got fountains for free. Nothing could go wrong as a result of this. Drats! We've got rain. That's fine. Some people like the rain. Uh-oh. You do not. You're considering moving out. I don't want you to leave. Please. Thank you. I'll pull your rent down, see if that improves things. Kind of. I don't like having to drop it, but... Right, legal offices. That'll be up on this floor. Another one with phone requirements. 2 with phone requirements. Since we've already run the phone line out on this side, may as well go with the rest of it. Now, oh, we're actually at the maximum for our power. In fact, let's pause the game because we rather drastically need to delete all of that. And then pop in this one. That'll give us enough power. Wait. We've got this. We might end up needing medical. Ah, damn it all. I hadn't considered that. There is a remote possibility that we'll need medical higher up. Medium medical officers. I'm just going to have to say no to those. There's no way I can accommodate it. We'll just have to say no since I'd need to run water up. And they're the only office that needs it. So, no medical in this particular tower. Sorry, but no. I'm not sure we really need it anyway. Right, we'll grab that. Legal offices. Just electricity. Perfect. That is working very well for us, actually. And we'll also start the countdown on getting more offices. We've almost got all of the office space that we need filled up, and then we'll start building another floor then. We should have plenty of power now. As for phones, it's not great, I'll be honest with you. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, accounting offices, yes, and indeed, yes. There we go. Trying to keep all of the same types of offices close together. And then over here, we just want electricity we are. We got ones that offer quite a lot more. That'll do. Right, as for legal, we got any legal that only... Oh, we have at least 3 that just want electricity. Excellent. Oh, well, we're starting to turn a profit. Not too bad. Always nice to reach that point swiftly. Let's draw it out on this side as a bit more of a priority. Well, in fact, you know what? Let's just get the whole floor done. There we go. And we'll take this. The only thing is like, what are we gonna do? As far, I almost need to expand by 2 floors at a time so I can keep them nice and measured. We have all the right types of buildings on each of it. Oh, on each layer. All legal, all financial, but maybe we'll just do the zigzaggy thing here. I don't know about that, but maybe. We should be okay. Right, well, let's start popping these offices in here, like so. We can also start on that side. Have we still got... Oh, we have got one. Retail desert. We need to get population of 50, and then we can actually look to build a couple of small shops. I will try and see about building the shops underground. I'm not sure about that, honestly. There's a part of me that's like, really? You can build the shops under... So people have to plumb the depths of the earth in order to find their sustenance? What if they become cave adapted? And, you know, eventually the power goes out because all of the employees never came back to their jobs, and we have to cut the power to the tower, and then all of a sudden, out from the basement spill this people who've evolved perfectly to life underground, all pallid skin, big eyes, start feasting on the flesh of the innocent. It would actually be kind of interesting to behold. Honestly, there's definitely a part, the scientist in me is like, we probably should for science, but this rest of me is like, no, this is a terrible idea. We really shouldn't do this to them. There we go. Right then, we need to decide on the... Alright, well that one is tech, so this one should be legal. Do we have... Well, I mean... Okay, legal it is. And since you're right there, I'll allow you to have phone line. You just don't need one. So legal again. This time just electricity, accounting. There we go. But I do need to run a little bit of a phone line there. Bump. There you go. The way you started, I should have just gone rid of all of these and just begun again. Fresh slate. Clean slate, rather, I think it is. Fresh start, clean slate. Silly English sayings. There we go. There we are. Right, if you would get to work, please, people. We need to get our population up. It's not that far off, actually. We may be able to get there before too long. Power-wise, we're doing fine. Ooh, phone-wise, we're not doing fine. We may need to upgrade that sooner than expected, and that's going to be expensive to do. We're making a very small amount of extra money each day. Not looking forward to that one. Ooh, wait. We now have medium offices. Ooh, swanky. We could have a medium office or two. Maybe one there. Maybe one there also. I think this may be interesting. However, it will result in some shenanigans, I'm certain of it. How are we going to... maybe I should just move those down here and just have a lovely lobby floor. But, I don't know. It is kind of interesting to have that all set up like that. Let's start placing these down. And in fact, run the electrical cabling because we know we're going to need that. There we are. And then drop this one in there. And see what we can do. I believe this one is... Yes, this one needs to be accounting then. Electricity. You're going to need a phone, aren't you? Alright. Well, we've got to run the phone line at least that far. I will definitely try to limit those in the future, but for now it'll work. And I am kind of thinking that I'd like to. I mean, come on, it would be fun. Pop those in there, and then, you know, the other thing is that I can put something nice there. Not very much. There's not much room, you see. But you know, I can put a light there. At the very least, a lovely little light to illuminate office workers, to keep them from becoming cave adapted. The light will suppress their desire to evolve. That's the way it works, I'm fairly certain. Alright, legal offices. Yeah, we need so much more. Greater variety of medium restaurants, cafes, and small stores. Ugh. And are they the only mediums? Oh, wow, okay, they really are. Medium restaurants. We can't even build medium restaurants yet. So they are an absolute no-go. Very well. Bye-bye, bye-bye. A shame, but, you know, at least we find that out now instead of later. On the plus side, and there is a fairly big plus side here, that means I can decorate this area a little bit more. Hooray! More decorations. Then we can pop that in there, and that in there. Ah, wonderful. Now, what do you most desire? You may have a swanky clock over there, and over here you may have... no. No, we don't need an extra lamp there. That's a little bit much. So, yeah, most of this is a little bit much. How about we find... Yeah, there we go. Can I have a nice wooden horse on a fairly simple cabinet, to be fair. But, you know, it does look nice. Right, so we've got legal there, so we want accounting on this side. Do we have any accounting? No accounting that requires... that requires telephone. I mean, that's good in a way, but at the same time, a little bit not what I wanted. That is private investigators, so this would need to be accounting. And this one could be... Alright. Only requires electricity. I'm completely fine with that. It's already running there. So the others then... This would need to be accounting later, but legal... Yeah, we'll get the phone lines over here, but over here we can just have one that just wants electricity. Perfect. But now we do need to improve our telephony equipment. So, unfortunately, let's go ahead, delete this, and immediately go for the for this tier. That is going to serve this tower for quite some time. We've got 50 now, and we're only using 12, so yeah, we're going to be okay for quite some time. But there we are. Hopefully we'll be able to bring in a bit of cash here. What's our population? Still only 44. We just need a little bit more, and then we'll be able to take the next contract. So let's watch our builders get their work done. Up to 46, so we only need 4 more. Come on, I know you can do it. 48. Seems that each of these offices holds takes 2 workers. And a population of 50, I think, right around the corner. Wow, is it just me, or does it take longer for them to finish these offices now? There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so retail dens and beyond fast food. Small food court stalls are all well and good for the workaday crowd, but they do little to attract visitors from other parts of town. The Department of Planning and Development would like to see more people visit this area and spend their money here. Assist them with a variety of different medium restaurants. Pays 1,000 up front and 3,000 on completion. Well, that's actually something I need, so yes, I accept. I will hopefully not be very far off. What do we need next? Just 10 more population and we have that one. So that's all well and good for now. Over here, I mean, I guess. Oh, there's a phone line. Hooray! Let's connect that up. I suppose I'm just gonna have to put these in. Oh well. It's not really hurting me to do it that way, I suppose. We'll get it all done fairly quickly. Now, does anyone need renovation? No. No one needs renovation. I'm actually a bit impressed by that. Now, how much money are you making? You're making stupid oodles of money. Getting more regular customers all the time. We'd like being in a high traffic area. No, it'll go down. Damn it. How about you? No, you're still unhappy. And you're super happy. You're not happy anymore. We'll wait. We'll wait until we've got a position where we can get some more people. Ha-ha! Right, at long last. Let's slow this down because we need a lobbyist. So, unlock by building a lobbyist office. And then we've got to expand the construction office. Isn't that the wrong thing? Unlock by building a building manager's office? Oh, I think... Yeah, we're going to have to get two things going on with this. That's a bit of an annoyance, but alright then. I guess. So we've got to build a lobbyist office, and we can build it just up there. That won't be too bad. Though we'll have to build at least out as far as this to get the electricity going on. Alternatively, we can have the lobbyist office down here. We could do that. We could put them in the basement. We probably shouldn't, though. As tempting as it might be. No. We'll pop them over here. It'll take up a little bit of room, but it's fine overall. Let's speed things back up. And build a new floor. Took a fair old chunk of our money, to be fair. There we go. We are making a reasonable amount, though, so it's not terribly bad. So run this on either side. Actually, where do I even need power for the lobbyist? I really don't know, but you know what? I'll make sure that we actually do connect up to that room anyway, just for the sake of it, and we'll see how that goes. But hopefully we'll be able to get a couple of restaurants on the go before too long. Let's actually see. What's the satisfaction like? It's kind of middling. You're super happy, but everywhere else is... profitability is awful on that one. My lord. View. Yeah, the view isn't going to be for a long time. Traffic, though? Reasonable. Elevators, pretty good. Noise, not so good. Smells, trash, all sorts of bad stuff. Grime. There's a lot of grime down there. Yeah. Can we... No, there's apparently nothing for you to do. Oh, well. Right. We want the lobbyist built around here. Just as soon as you guys finish there. Bump. There we go. And then we can decorate this little area, perhaps. You know what? I'll just give you a window. And that window can have... What should we put there? We'll put a little indoor plant there. There we go. So we've got the lobbyist done. Now we need to expand a little bit further, which is a little bit more complicated. Let's get down some more offices. There we are. Of course, I don't need these things there anymore, I just realized. But I'm not going to take them away. I've built them, so they're going to stay. My people can be happy with those. Right, so let's make sure the electricity's going the right direction. Good. And that is... So this one needs to be a legal office. Phone line would be fine. This one needs to be in accounting. What was down here? I think this was actually legal. Yeah, so this floor is going to be... around on this side, it's actually going to be accounting. So phone line one there. There we are. And draw that out the rest of the way. There we go. Over here we will want... yeah, we do kind of want the phone lines. Let's be honest, they pay more. And it doesn't cost me that much more to lay the lines now that I've got them. So we might as well. Oh, there we go. I was waiting for this. This copy center is overworked. Bless them. Right, okay then. Well, given that, I'm going to start cutting into this side. So let's delete this. And we want a new copy center. So, where are you? Copy center, insufficient, and that one can go bang smack there. And we'll just draw this out. And that actually still looks quite pretty, in my opinion. A little bit not centered. By a little bit not centered, I mean mostly, well, entirely not centered. But hush. And we'll place that there and there. And then we'll get the wooden horse right there. We'll also add in some lighting. Oh, I need to give you electricity as well. I do apologize. There you go. And I don't think we need anything in the middle. I think that's good enough. Right then. So this will be legal office, and I'm completely okay with it just being electricity there. This one needs accounting. I'm completely okay with that being telephone. Drat. I shouldn't have done that. Should have done that up here. Ah, what an idiot I am. Or even there, for that matter. What a fool I am. Oh well. There we go. Let's get that on the go. Now, hopefully as we continue to expand, we now have access to the medium restaurants. We can place one of those down here. In fact, let me see how far out I can build this. An extra 4 tiles. So, that would mean I could have one there and one... Yeah, because I would still have enough room then to expand all the way. I do like that idea. Alternatively... And I like... damn it, I knew that was going to happen after I'd finished doing all of that. Alternatively, I could draw this out a little bit more, up to like about 3. How far is a stairwell? It's 4. Okay. Goes all the way out. We're going to have a stairwell right there. And right there. So you can actually enter, just go straight down to the basement without walking into this place. And then we're going to place down a medium restaurant right about there, I think. Donk. And see what we can do. I would not mind... let's see. Fast food restaurant? Not as taken by that. That's high traffic areas. Lakeview Diner. Oak Park Diner. Peter's Restaurant. We'll go with Peter's Restaurant. And then, unfortunately, we need to set up something for trash collection. Yeah, we've got plenty of room over there for what we need. Oh, are we running out of power? So we are. Wow. Okay, that crept up on me. That seriously crept up on me. I guess we're just going to have to put one of these down for now. There we go. That'll fix that problem for us. But wow, that was a bit bad that I hadn't noticed that. Okay, we need trash collection, and that takes an awful lot of room, and we simply can't afford it. So we're gonna have to put the trash in there. I'll just paint this out so it doesn't look horrible. It's not gonna look great by any standards, but that also leaves enough room for that to expand a little bit there. We're gonna have to start going down. Yeah, so 1,389. We're gonna start expanding down to another floor at this point. It's gonna be expensive to do. And should I be the sort that expects people to go down there? I mean, if people visit in order to use the dining facilities, then they would make use of these. Yeah, I'm gonna do it just as a bit of an experiment. We'll see how it goes. We will see how it goes. But I'm quite prepared for this to go badly. Right, we're going to want to bring down both the water and the gas. And the electricity at this point. And I'm fairly certain that the trash collection will fit snugly in here. There we go. There we are. Alright, and then we'll just fill out these spaces as and when. We will actually pop a light over there as well, though. Just because I can. There we go. Alright, so people are going to have to walk down here if they want to get to all the other restaurants and things that they can reach. This one needs to be accounting. Have we got a telephone? Yes, we do. Fantastic. And then over here, we just want as much electricity only accounting as we can. There we are. But on that note, we're going to be wrapping up the episode there. We have made a small start in our government offices. We will probably be working for a little while before we're ready to start building medium offices. We'll see how that one goes. Someone that lives or works in your building is unhappy people. Let's have a look. No bars around. I want to grab some dinner, but we're going to have to start expanding our restaurant so that we cover the breakfast, lunch, and dinner services. And also we're going to need a bar at some point. But that is enough for now, I think. I hope you've enjoyed and are looking forward to the continuation of this little tower here. I hope to see you in the next episode. But until then, take care, everyone.